Hey everyone, it's Matt.
And this is Lucas.
And this is Thanks for Playing.
A podcast where we break down the most iconic games the world has to offer.
Ho! Woo!
I may have lied, I'm not Lucas.
A podcast is not a podcast. Hot Mickey, it is
Fuck!
Levels, Mickey. Levels, baby, levels. It is the podcast. That's right, everyone. Today we got a special episode. No Lucas. We did get the emails, and I heard you all wanted a week break from him. I don't blame you. So we are joined today just by Hot Mickey. How's it going, Hot Mickey?
What is up, everybody? I'm having a great time already.
Sir, and the Milkman. How you doing, Milkman?
I'm doing great. I just went to the grocery store.
Hell yeah, brother.
Bought food.
Ooh, what'd you get?
I got stuff to make a roast because tomorrow, as of this recording, is Valentine's Day.
It is. It is. What are you making specifically?
Well, when it releases, yesterday will be Valentine's Day.
Yes, and I will have delivered a sweet pot roast to my lovely girlfriend.
I've had your roast,
You have some?
Chambers. They're very good, actually.
Oh, you did? Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm doing the same exact one.
It's
Nice.
extremely tasty. I highly recommend everyone find where the Milkman lives and go join him. I'm
Maybe I'll crash his place tomorrow so I can have some.
full send.
I'll leave the door unlocked.
I'm excited. I'm cooking up nice steak. Got a nice cut of meat today. Gonna sous vide it, then sear it up to get the nice crust. Very excited for that. Gonna get some chimichurri going. And debating on the veggies still, either going Brussels sprouts, broccoli, or asparagus. And then I'm considering, and boys, if either of you have experience with this, let me know. I'm really considering trying a duck fat, like oven roasted fried potatoes. Have either of you tried that before?
Oh no, I saw a YouTube
wild.
video of some British guy doing that though.
Was a British guy
with-
Gordon Ramsay?
No, he's younger. What kind of potatoes? Like golden?
Yeah, like
potatoes?
Yukon.
Yeah.
I had them for the first time recently, and they're genuinely, it's delicious. And my partner said, I asked what kind of like carb do you want, and she just said crispy potatoes. So
Hell yeah.
I was looking up oven roasted, just normal oven roasted. I'm like, is that really gonna get like the right levels of crispiness? I don't know, but enough of that. Hot Mickey, I want to hear from you, man. You've been playing Stormgate. You had a stream on it not too long ago.
I did.
What's the verdict there so far?
So I did get to play Stormgate for the first time. My mistake was that I thought there's going to be some like entry level like introduction to the game. It's like breakdowns on the stuff. The game's in beta. So obviously there isn't any of that shit. I went in completely blind. And I was just like playing around, like making.
There's no like tutorial or anything.
There's no tutorial yet.
Oh wow, interesting. You would think
Probably
they'd give you
shouldn't.
something, yeah.
They probably just like expect like all of like the online content to serve as that, while they just like focus on like playtesting and all that kind of stuff. But I went in blind during the stream on Monday, and I had a great time. Like the responsiveness of all the units, how it feels great. And there's a fun little thing that they do using like stock audio, where like if they don't have the audio in for a unit, they just put a sound of a chicken on that unit. So you
That's
just see like
funny.
a buck, 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 buck every time you select the unit. It's hilarious.
But that's something that'll be in the final iteration. Obviously, it'll be good to go.
Yeah.
Or they'll use AI.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. They'll use AI for the rest of it, clearly.
So early impressions on the fun level. Do you see this game surpassing Stargate?
Well,
Excuse me. Wait, yeah. So Stargate's the show.
StarCraft.
Okay,
StarCraft.
It's like a Stargate SG1.
Starfield.
Early impressions, yes. There are a couple things that make it easier, but like not like a babying kind of way. One, you always have access to like building anything you want through QWER. Like if you press Q, it'll have all of your buildings that you can build available to you. And then whatever building you place, it'll take the nearest worker you have that can build it, and they'll go build it in the location. You don't have to select the worker and then go build it and then go find a location for it. You can just go straight to building location, build it. You can also build any unit you want without selecting the building that it's built from. So again, you don't need to hotkey all of your buildings anymore, like every single different building, in order to build all the units. So it saves up hotkey space for just army control. And by default, it has all of your attacking units on 1, all of your grounded attacking units on 2, and then all of your air attacking units on 3. And then like you can customize it more obvious, like with like 4 or 5. I think you can even overwrite 1, 2, and 3 with different groups you want. Like you want just like half of your ground army in one hotkey and half on the other, so you can do like 2-pronged attacks. You can do that as well. But
Mickey, do you have one of those crazy mice where it has
I do not.
10 buttons on the side?
No, I do not. I do not have one of the MMO mice.
Do you want one of the MMO mice?
I used to have one, but I just have one that has 2 buttons on the side.
I see.
Okay.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Normie mice.
Yeah.
A normie mice.
Don't all mice just have those 2 buttons on the side these days?
Yeah, you can still get
Probably.
like those MMO ones, but yeah, most just have the 2 buttons.
So now, Mickey, one of the big one of the big attractions to StarCraft was like the campaign, just the lore behind it all. Is there going to be any of that with what's this game called?
Stormgate.
Stormgate. That's how I said Stargate.
Yeah, you combined the two.
That's how I knew I did something there. Is there like a story mode, like a lore we can start to be excited about?
Yes, and I think the campaign will also be cooperative if you want.
Oh, okay. And this is
up to 3 players total.
I'm not wrong. This is Mike Morhaim's new company, right? Frost Giant.
Yes, this is Mike Morhaim's new company. It's a bunch of old Blizzard devs on this project. So like if you liked StarCraft and Warcraft, you will probably like did I say Stargate originally?
No, you said that right.
I said Stargate. Okay.
Yeah.
Matt's fucking with me. Stormgate will probably be a game that you'll like because you can feel the influence when you're playing the game from those 2 games.
Nice. Hell yeah. Well, I'm excited for you. I'm excited to definitely try it out at one point. I don't think I'll be very good at it. My brain doesn't typically operate at a very high level of speed, so I'm not sure I can really...
Yeah, like I think you would enjoy like the 3-person campaign or the 3 versus co-op mode, where it's just like 3 versus AI kind of thing.
Did StarCraft have like the co-op, like the 3v3?
Yes, they did have co-op.
Was the co-op, or excuse me, was the competitive scene only 1v1?
It is only one. Yeah, competitive is only 1v1.
Do you think that'll be different in this game?
Yes. I'm pretty sure. I think they're also trying for a 2v2 thing.
Okay. Interesting.
I don't know. I don't remember what they're aiming for though.
Well,
Is it better than Halo Wars?
Yes.
I had friends that loved Halo Wars growing up.
My brother Riley loved Halo Wars as well.
I played a little bit of it.
Yeah.
It was mid.
Well, not Halo, but Chambers and I lately have been spreading democracy across the universe in the name of Super Earth.
You guys have been chilling this game.
Playing. I literally played it for an hour and a half, and honestly, we haven't even gotten to the good parts yet.
Yeah.
But just the internet memes around it are so good that I'm gonna keep playing it till I get to those parts.
I just saw one today, like actually 5 minutes before we started recording, of one where it was just like a PSA announcement: do not sit on top of a mortar. And just a Vader someone sitting on top of the mortar and then just getting blasted into pieces.
For those unfamiliar, we're talking about Helldivers 2 that just came out recently. I think its official release date was like February 5th or something. Released on the PS5 and PC. Super sick game. It didn't come out on Xbox, right? I'm not fibbing that.
I believe so.
Hot Mickey, fact check that, would you?
I'm going to be mad if it's on Game Pass and I just bought this game for $40.
PS5 and Microsoft Windows.
Okay, yeah,
no
we're good.
Xbox.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, it's basically just
And
kind
it was
of...
February 8th it released.
Yeah, it's a co-op third-person shooter game where you kind of just run around and kill bugs and cyborgs on different planets or do other various objectives. The game has a very much... I haven't seen this movie, but I want to now, but a very much... Starship Troopers vibe to it, kind of with the energy
Yeah.
and the humor in it. And it's a lot of fun so far.
It's PvE, right?
PvE,
Yeah, it is.
yeah.
There is a Starship Troopers game also, and I think it's supposed to be pretty fun.
Oh, is it really?
But-
When did that come out?
Yeah. I don't know. I'll Google that while we talk about this.
Okay. Yeah, that is what we have been playing the most recently. You know, I think I'm starting to really enjoy these kind of games more than I do, like, say, a game like the Finals. I do enjoy playing these competitive games like the Finals or something else, whatever it may be. But I'm finding more and more, like, every year as I get a little bit older, I'm just kind of like looking less for that like competitiveness in gaming, and
Like
more
the
so,
Valheims.
yeah, and more so just looking for like the chill Valheim games I can play with my friends, or like the golf with friends, tabletop simulator, Helldivers 2. Not to say Helldivers 2 is chill; it's very high paced, but you get what I'm saying. Like where it's just fucking around with your friends, and where I'm not going to go into a lobby and get yelled at by a 12-year-old or constantly have question mark pings above me because I'm ass at League. I don't need that in my life anymore.
Yeah.
I need it. I still have that desire to get flamed by 12-year-olds.
Yeah.
I feel like I can't speak for Matt, but as I have less free time and I get older and I have slightly slower reflexes than when I was 16, I don't want to spend like the 30 minutes I have at the end of the day like just getting absolutely fucked over like in COD or something stupid like that, or something more niche. And generally I'm on here for the vibes with the homies, and whatever brings that. FPSs are stressful, and this
They are. I don't invest a lot of time into FPSs or any shooter game in general. But the Finals is like the first one I've actually dove into.
Yeah, I have had fun with the Finals, and like I've had fun when I've played Apex too, for sure. But I don't know. I can only sweat so much during the day these days, All right. Before we dive into the other topics for today, I want to really quickly give a shout out. Well, 2 shout outs, actually. Maybe even 3. One, we just released our newest YouTube video. What is an indie game? Go check that out on our YouTube. It's fire. It's Lucas is at the helm of this one. It's just a great conversation around, the kind of ever evolving definition of an indie game, where we went from people that were just bedroom coders all the way now to, games like Dave the Diver being released, where it's questionable, is it even truly an indie game, or, indie devs having, big studio publishers, all this stuff. We dive into all. Go check it out. It's on our YouTube. You can find our YouTube at our website, Thanks for playing.live, or as well, you can go to the link tree of any of our social media handles at TFP Podcast. That is at TFP Podcast with an S at the end. And you will find a link to our YouTube there, as well as our other stuff, and our Discord coming out in the Discord. It's a great time to hang out. Great place to hang out with myself, Hot Mickey, the Milkman, Lucas, the whole crew, and shoot us an email. Thanks for playing at gmail.com. And one more thing I want to add. Tomorrow, February 14th, I don't know why they picked Valentine's Day for this. I'm sure there's some other motive there from producer Sam. But the short film directed by producer Sam, and written by Lucas, and where I play the lead myself. The short film titled The Self is releasing officially. It'll be out on Vimeo starting tomorrow, the 14th of February.
Hell yeah.
We'll get that in the link tree. We'll get that on probably link to it on our website. Super excited to share it all with you. It is about the day in the life of a gamer at a competitive gaming tournament, just kind of really finding out what it means to win, and maybe even more importantly, what it means to lose. So check it out. It's a really solid film. I'm biased. The soundtrack's amazing. We did get into a film festival, so Burbank International Film Festival, a pretty big one, honestly. So, do with that what you will, but I'm very excited for that to be out to the public, for you all the opportunity to see it. Maybe we'll even do a little watch party in the Discord or something with everyone. I don't know. But yeah, check that out. Look forward to it. We'll be posting about it. And can't wait for you all to see it. So, now that we got that shopkeeping out of the way, boys, Xbox is kind of all over the place lately. Are we in agreement on that?
Yeah.
They're floundering.
Now, Lucas isn't here to defend himself, but this just reels into my point we had on one of our recent episodes where we were talking about how he thought Xbox with some of the stuff they had coming out might be kind of starting to push ahead of PlayStation. But I think with these most recent revelations, that is really not going to be the case. So for context, there's been basically a lot of leaks and a lot of rumors going on around kind of what the future of Xbox is, and what's going to be happening with really everything they're doing. And Phil Spencer has announced that on the 15th, so on Thursday, actually the day this episode drops, maybe we'll record a quick one that evening or something. But on Thursday, they're going to be announcing basically what will kind of be the future for Xbox as far as its business plan goes, as far as whether they'll even be doing hardware, everything like that. Some notable things that may be coming up. They're going to be potentially, we don't know to like what extent this is, but going to be potentially pushing out all their games basically onto other consoles. This is notably going to be starting with Hi-Fi Rush and Pentiment. I'm actually stoked more people are going to play Pentiment. It is a super sick game. Those are going to be starting to get pushed out to get consoles like the PS5, like the Nintendo Switch. And, you know, when they open things up like that, the question beckons, why would anyone own an Xbox at all? Milkman, give me your initial thoughts.
Damn. Yeah, you're right. Well, one, it's cheaper than building a PC. So obviously it's for that crowd. There's not a lot of people are going to go through the trouble of building a computer or buying one. I don't think that every game is going to end up going to PlayStation as well. Like whenever the next Elder Scrolls comes out, I really doubt that's gonna get on like the PlayStation. What the hell is their Game Pass called? I don't.
PS Plus.
Yeah, I don't see that going to like PS Plus.
Well, maybe it's not on PS Plus, but maybe you can buy it.
Yeah, I could see that.
Maybe a better console. Arguably.
Yeah, I think they're really just gonna have to sell the shit out of Game Pass and make that's where they're gonna have to make all their money, because if they can sell games on the PlayStation platform, I mean, I guess that's just extra revenue for them. But I think their angle is that people will see the Game Pass as a better value. So even though you can get those games on the PlayStation, you can still get them like in some sort of way for free on Game Pass. And a lot of PlayStation games are like on PC now, so a lot of people in the Microsoft network can already access a lot of those games.
So you're thinking this is mainly a revenue play to get more revenue, but they're banking on people essentially still wanting to get the Xbox because it will be free on Game Pass, whereas these other games won't be free on PS Plus or, you know, whatever Nintendo Switch shop is going on.
Correct. Yeah. I think this is like people have to be invested in Game Pass in order for whatever their strategy is to work.
Hot Mickey, what's your take? You're muted, baby.
Oh my God.
God, what is this? A work Zoom call?
Mickey, you mind?
Yeah. I got email real quick that I was responding to, so I only half caught a lot of that.
I appreciate your honesty. We'll move on then, and you can jump in wherever. Do you have any initial thoughts though on I guess just Xbox potentially no longer having exclusive games?
Yeah, like the impression I always got from Xbox was that like they for some reason were just like falling off of the console exclusive games. Like they haven't really gotten gotten sales from just the console exclusives. Like people only getting Xbox stuff, one, because of the name, and two, because of Game Pass that lets you it gives you a bigger library with a cheaper price tag. And that's their big sell point. But for some reason, like they just can't get the console exclusives right. And this recent set of rumors just confirms that they don't even believe in themselves that they can get the console exclusives right.
Yeah, and even more fuel to that fire, you know, it was really interesting just how much leaked during that FTC versus Microsoft case with the Federal Trade Commission. And a lot of those emails that linked, notably, there was one from Phil Spencer, basically talking about, how upset he was that, circa 2022, a lot of the big games that were supposed to come out that year, such as Starfield and Redfall, both which honestly ended up being flops, got delayed. And for that reason as well, kind of a lot of faith in the Game Pass model slowed down. And for further context, Microsoft originally planned to have as many as 100 million, or they were projecting out as many as 100 million Game Pass subscribers by 2030. As of in 2021, they were at 18 million. In 2022, they are at 25 million. Does anyone have a hot guess of where they're estimated to be at right now?
About 350.
Right now, like as this day, or like a future projection?
As of this article I read from The Verge 2 days ago.
And what was the previous number?
As to where they are at today. 25 million in May of 2022.
25?
Dang.
And they wanted 100 million by 2030. So where do we think they're at right now? February 13th, 2024.
I think they're at like 32 mil.
Mm-hmm. Chambers, what was your guess?
I'll say I'm gonna say 28.
28. Okay.
I'll lowball it.
All right. Well, I'll meet you both in the middle, roughly at a 33 million. Their estimate.
Didn't I say 33?
I thought you said 35.
I did not say 35.
Either way, it's 33 million.
I said 32 or 33. I definitely said one of those.
You said 32.
32. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, currently at 33
That's
million.
not even in the middle then.
I misheard you, Mickey. Currently at 33 million. Nowhere nearly on pace of what they need to be doing right now to hit that 100 million by 2030. And they're really just faltering. Phil Spencer seems to be very upset about it all. And most notably, the PS5 is still outselling the Xbox 3-1 as of December 23rd.
That's actually insane. The ratio's that high.
Yeah.
Damn.
Now, I don't know the margins on this. I don't know all their other revenue streams that contribute, obviously, to their overall numbers. But, 3-1 on units is pretty insane. It was around 22.5 million units for the PS5 in 2023, with the Xbox only selling about 7.6 between their Series X and Series S units. They're floundering and they're faltering.
It's actually insane to me how this is even possible, because Microsoft has pretty much an infinite money glitch with how massive they are. Aren't they essentially a $1 trillion company?
They are.
Yeah.
A couple trillion, I want to say. But, they're not going to... I don't think I don't know who the CEO is.
They're not going to allocate a ton of resources to their gaming section, but so is Sony. Sony's just a fraction of what Microsoft is, and Microsoft could easily outspend Sony if they want to, and it would hardly break the bank.
Now, I would like to propose two possible solutions to this.
Let's hear it.
One,
Okay.
I think Microsoft breaks every promise they've made about not making like games like Call of Duty and whatever exclusive. I think they just make every studio they own a full exclusive to Xbox, not even PC, full Xbox exclusive. I know they can still do PC. Make those
It's
exclusive.
hard not to do PC when they also own PC.
And just completely shut out like the PS5 or the Sony for Call of Duty, all these major ones, whatever it may be. That's solution one, because I do think there would be genuine people buying more Xboxes just to play Call of Duty. I could be wrong on that. That's just a hunch. Two, I would like to further push my agenda of Microsoft buying Nintendo.
No.
I think
No,
that would be so great for the consumer. I think it would be a slam dunk for Xbox, and I can't see anyone losing this scenario.
That would never happen.
I'm not saying it will happen. I'm saying it should happen. But I agree. The international politics of it
exactly.
and economics of it would get pretty difficult. However, there's a first for everything, you know? There is a first for everything, and I think Microsoft can be the first company to truly make a massive impact in the geopolitical economic landscape of the world by merging and acquiring a Japanese company as an American company.
That would be insane. Didn't some Japanese steel company acquired like American Steel or something like that?
Really?
So we need to get them back.
We need to get him. Boys, we're losing.
Yeah,
we're
can't
tied
lose to
1-1
Japan.
right now. World War II and the Japanese Steel Company.
Yeah.
We need.
And
to
they took our steel
tiebreaker.
company, so we need to
Completely
get 'em
even trades.
Yeah, so we need to take
Yeah.
Nintendo from them.
back. Yeah.
God, we had an episode somewhere where we really got into that discussion. Go check it out. But in short, I just think Microsoft buying Nintendo would be great. More accessibility to Nintendo games. And the way you do it is you don't fuck with Nintendo. You let them do their thing, and you accept that you'll get a port 6 months to a year later on an Xbox console. Whatever. Imagine, Chambers, work with me here, man. Imagine imagine Legend of Zelda modded to the tits on the PC. That'd be crazy.
I'm pretty sure that already exists, though.
Like the Legend,
can
like
do emulators.
Breath of the Wild.
You can emulate it. I don't know.
It's probably
what
not that great though.
mods exist for it, but I'm not on board with you at all with this.
And neither
Okay,
am I.
I need to take a couple steps back, because I'm not a fan of Microsoft at all. As a person who is doing this on a computer right now, I had an Xbox One, an Xbox 360, but okay, let's name like how many good things Microsoft has created in its entire existence. We got like Windows 95, XP, Windows 10, all bangers. We got
Every iteration of the operating system has gotten worse.
I actually liked Windows 8. I'll go on the record saying that.
You're a sicko.
I
You're
know.
in the minority
You're
for that.
disgusting.
I'll tell you why I liked it, because I had a touchscreen laptop at the time, and it
Okay,
actually
you're
worked
one.
pretty well like a laptop.
Did you have a
like
Windows phone
tablet.
too?
So I did not, but I did have a work phone at one point for a college job that was a Windows phone.
That's wild. But yeah,
Crazy.
Excel is sick. I'm not gonna lie. That's one of the greatest modern inventions. But
I love that there are competitions for Excel.
yeah, for the most part, like Microsoft like acquires companies and like ruins them, and it's like such a bloated,
Name a
bureaucratic.
company. Name a company.
Bethesda.
Man, Bethesda was in the toilet for ages. Fallout 4 was already going down. You know, they were already down the drain at that point. Fallout 76 was a shit show. They just picked it up and tried to save it, and we got Starfield. That game was always going to be shit.
All right, fair enough. What was the company that did Banjo and Kazooie?
Rare.
Yeah, Rare. They fucked up Rare. Nuts and Bolts
what else
was not
did-
it.
Was it Nuts and Bolts?
Nuts and Bolts was the bad one.
I liked that
Yeah.
one.
All right. Well,
Matt, quit liking trash product.
yeah.
Easy boys.
And Internet Explorer was a meme for its entire existence.
It still is.
It's Edge now, right? They got Microsoft Edge.
It's Edge.
And that's even more of a meme.
I actually use Edge
No way.
just out of laziness, but it's
like
not as
it?
bad as they say.
I barely use Chrome. Like, I only use Chrome for like this because Riverside doesn't like Opera GX.
Chrome
I use Chrome.
takes up too much RAM. That's why I don't use it. But
That's why I use Opera GX. It's great.
Are you telling me I'm
Okay.
throttling myself by using Google Chrome?
yeah, you are. It's
How much
like
RAM
one of
are we
the
talking?
it use like I think it'll use like 4 to 8 gigabytes of RAM.
The
It'll
fuck?
basically
Why?
take up as much as it can. Like I don't know. I don't remember. Someone
Mickey,
is
do I have
probably
enough
going,
RAM to handle Google
You
Chrome?
have plenty of RAM.
Okay.
But
You're
it,
chilling.
it's just unreasonable resources for a internet browser.
Yeah. But what I'm trying to say is that Microsoft like just like money's its way to doing well, and I don't trust them to make like good games in the next 10 years at all.
Mhm.
I mean they haven't shown that since like this new like Series X era of games. Like, I mean, Halo Infinite, from my understanding, it is in a much better place now. But for the most part, like Forza is kind of okay. You know, a lot of these flagship, you know, Starfield sucks ass. All their flagship products like are really mediocre.
Yeah, they haven't gotten a. When was the last time they had a banger AAA game?
Halo 3 probably, or ODST, like the Bungie era Halos. I don't know what they've done after that is good.
Yeah, I can't think of one off the top of my head either, admittedly. I don't know. Pentiment was pretty cool, but that was in AAA.
Monster Hunter Rise. When did that come out? I'm not sure if that one was.
That's
well
a
received.
Microsoft game. I have a coworker that is absolutely obsessed with Monster Hunter, and I'd hate that game. So,
It
but it does
is
make a lot
not.
of money.
I said it had a Windows port released in January 2022 when it's released in 2021. And it's a Capcom game. I don't know why it came up when I searched Microsoft AAA games.
Yeah.
All right. Well, to sum it up, Microsoft is in shambles. Well, not Microsoft, rather Xbox is in shambles. I am extremely curious whatever they're going to announce. Are they going to maybe even just axe their hardware and just be a games company? Like, who knows what they're going to do at this point, right? I doubt they'd axe their hardware. I can't imagine a world. I just can't even fathom that. But, you know, we'll see. And I eagerly await their announcements on February 15th. Any final thoughts on this one, boys?
No.
Not really.
Fuck 'em.
All right. Fuck. There you go. All right. Either of you got any topics you want to jump into, or?
I gotta. Oh, okay.
I do have a short breaking news before you get into that.
All right. Let's do
Okay.
it.
All right. Breaking
William
news.
Bill Post, the creator of Pop-Tarts, has died at the age of 96.
Aw.
He
That's sad.
Wait, was he the founder of like the Post cereal brand?
I'm not sure about that, but he did make Pop-Tarts.
He's goated for that. Quick question on the topic of Pop-Tarts. What's your guys' favorite Pop-Tart flavor?
I
the
always
Oreo
really
one.
like the s'mores.
Everyone likes the s'mores.
The
What
s'mores
was
or
your
cinnamon were really good.
I think the Oreo one
To be
is my
fair,
favorite.
though, that's just what my mom mostly bought growing up. I didn't really get a say in it.
thinking? Okay. Yeah.
I think I liked the s'mores of the ones I did get to try. S'mores, cinnamon, cookies and cream was good, and then I really liked the cherry.
Oh, cherry was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did like brown sugar and cinnamon, but I ate myself into not liking it anymore. But
Yeah, there-
chocolate was always a banger.
There was a time in college where I was trying to just put on muscle, and I was just eating anything and everything, because I was super skinny. And like every night after my dinner, every night I would have a like shitty like little like one serving frozen pizza of like 600 calories.
Yeah.
And then I would have just like a packet of Pop-Tarts.
That is the most like
and then that
college
bulking
bowl
me.
game.
That is
Yeah.
crazy.
It was
That's
fun.
so funny.
It was
Dang.
it was really fun actually. I kind of miss those days a little bit. Mickey, what was the gentleman's name again?
It was
William Post.
William Bill
Post.
Post.
Well, rest in peace to William Post.
Mr. Post.
I hope it was a peaceful death. And thank you.
At 96, it probably was.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably would.
Yeah.
He was probably filled with drugs.
Yeah.
Probably passed some gas and passed a little too much gas.
Apple Vision strapped to his head in the Bahamas.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Unrelated, but I think that is actually a genuine kind of a cool potential use of the Apple Vision Pro, is just like as a, maybe not when you're dying, but as like a therapy for old people, and really any VR headset, not Vision Pro. Yeah. Rest in peace, William Post.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that, Hot Mickey. Milkman, what do you got for us?
Okay, so Microsoft Flight Simulator, which I will add on to good things that Microsoft has done. because Microsoft Flight Simulator is cool. They're doing like a Dune expansion, so there are a bunch of like spacecrafts from Dune will be in the game. But I wanted to bring it up because I wanted to ask you guys if you were to put any space/aircraft, fiction or nonfiction, in that flight simulator, what would you put in there?
Into Microsoft Flight Simulator? Oof.
Yes.
I feel like an easy answer is like a Banshee.
Oh, from Halo?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty goated. Although
That'd be sick.
Give me a Gundam.
Oh man. Yeah, and you can like, if they made the like destructible like buildings a thing, that would be pretty sick.
Yeah, bro, I'll take a Gundam for sure. Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mothra, like
No, you know what I want?
What?
Oh, I want either Mechagodzilla or I want the drill that Shimon has from Gurren Lagann.
Okay, we're going a little crazy with these spacecrafts.
It
go
could
in
be
space.
anything, dude.
Yeah.
Fulfill your fantasy of flight.
Humans
the
do not
ground
have
log on
wings,
girls.
so we look for ways to fly.
Isn't that from Spy
That's from
Kids?
Haikyuu.
Oh, Haikyuu.
Spike.
Spy Kids.
No, I think.
You know the scene I'm talking about with the doctor?
Yeah. It's
like, do you
Steve
think-
Buscemi says something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
He's like, do you think it's something like? Do you think the reason God doesn't reveal Himself is because He's like horrified of what He's made or something? It's like the most.
Something like that. Yeah.
It's like the most philosophical shit in like a movie intended for like 10-year-olds.
Yeah, that's Spy Kids 2.
Yeah.
When they first like fall down that hole and land.
Yeah. Ugh, so good. I miss Spy Kids 3D would be a fun one to watch again, I think.
Dude, I wanted to, if I was gonna step inside any movie, that would be the movie I'd be inside of.
Yeah. But Chambers, what was your pick for that you'd have added?
My pick probably would have either been a Halo Banshee or Mothra, the Godzilla character, just because I don't think they have any like animals that you can play as, and that would a giant moth would be kind of sick.
I would also choose just.
So
like,
this
a
is literally
massive battle
any
cruiser.
flying.
Anything that can fly. I don't give a fuck
Oh,
if it's
fuck.
alive or not.
Bro, give me the dragon from How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh, toothless.
Toothless, yeah, bro.
Toothless would be sick as fuck.
Give me
Yeah.
To become a
Toothless.
dragon rider.
Yeah.
Give me Flygon. Give me
Blue-eyed dragon.
Blue
Eyes
Eyes
White
Dragon.
Dragon.
Give me Ward Greymon. He can fly. Give me Goku. I'll fly on a Goku.
No, don't even give me Blue Eyes White Dragon. Give me the Blue Eyes White Dragon jet that Kaiba makes in. Give me the fucking jet.
That'd be badass.
So
Fuck
fucking
yeah.
extra. All right. How Mickey? Did you have any topics?
No. My big
Okay.
topic was the Stormgate thing.
Yes.
I'm playing that.
Well, just a couple more. JagX got acquired by some.
What?
Yeah, I don't know the exact company name. Give me one more moment to fact check that.
Oh
To have too
man,
much
Lucas and the RuneScape boys are gonna be dropping to their knees.
So yeah, they're getting sold to
sadness.
CVC Capital Partners and Haveli Investments, so some sort of investment fund firm. I
Yeah.
did see an article from Tech Radar. I guess the CEO though is remaining, and they're pretty adamant that their business model or anything won't change, so there's no need to worry about that. So Lucas can continue to play. What is the game? Ultimate RuneScape, and continue to stream that. Which I think he's streaming tomorrow evening.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Terrible game.
A terrible game.
Yeah.
It's not. I have a soft
No,
spot
it-
for
I
RuneScape.
just
I'm
like
not
to shit
interested
on
in
it.
playing it anymore, though. I will say that. All right, moving on. I think just this week Disney announced that they invested 1.5 billion into Epic Games. Last week, that was February 7th. 1.5 million into Epic Games to create an expansive and open games and entertainment universe that is connected to Fortnite. What form this is going to take, it's still pretty unclear. But apparently Bob Iger decided to forget the fact that they already have LucasArts and just decided that they need to invest a shit ton of money into Fortnite, essentially, to create universes in that world.
Fortnite?
I'm sure there's going to be some incredible Disney Star Wars, Marvel. I feel like there already has been a lot of those, but collaborations coming up in Fortnite.
Mickey Mouse.
And I mean, and it's worth acknowledging too that Fortnite in a lot of ways has become akin to Roblox, where you can create games within it. So I'm sure they'll be taking advantage of that, and I think it'll be very interesting to see how they do. As a shareholder of Disney, as a valued shareholder, I personally like the move. I think Epic Games, I think Fortnite's going to be around for a very long time. So I think this makes sense if they're trying to penetrate the gaming industry more. And I think as far as family-friendly games go, I think Fortnite is actually up there. It's, as far as shooters go, it's very cartoony. It's not very offensive in any way. I think the move makes sense. I'm excited for it. Excited to see what they do with it. Milkman, you look concerned.
It's just kind of boring, I guess. Like,
it is boring, but I'm just talking from like a shareholder standpoint.
Yeah, money wise, I mean, it's a good move for Disney. They've been doing kind of badly in a lot of other parts of their company, so I think this is a good future play for them. Because Fortnite has just become kind of an institution in the gaming world. Even though a lot of the Rocket League game they came out with, a lot of this stuff is like mobile gaming tier. It's pretty shitty, but 10-year-olds are still gonna play the hell out of it.
Yeah.
And yeah, if there are like Disney, if there is like, if Olaf from Frozen is in Fortnite, people are gonna buy the hell out of that, Yeah,
so, Olaf with the fucking Glock. Come on.
Yeah, that'll be badass. So, they'll make a lot of money off of this. It's a good move. It's just like a little boring.
Yeah. Hot Mickey, any spice you want to add there?
Not really. I'm completely disinterested from like most Disney and even Fortnite stuff.
Dude, Aladdin.
There you go. One last thing I wanted to mention. Earlier today, Mark Zuckerberg posted a pretty funny video of him being recorded on a MetaQuest 3 through their pass-through. Basically trying to like say, yeah, I tried the Vision Pro, but my product's still better.
Yeah. He always shits on Apple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It almost comes off as parody. I will say, I haven't used the Vision Pro, so I can't comment on that. But he does make some fair points just about how you can do a lot of similar stuff on the Quest 3, and it's even less, and you have the option to use controllers or hand tracking. He tries to make the claim that he thinks their hand tracking is just as good, if not better. I haven't used it super extensively, but at least from what I have used, I would not. Again, and I haven't used the Pro, but maybe the Pro tracking isn't that impressive for the Vision Pro, but I've been impressed, I guess I would say, by the hand tracking, but I would be shocked if Apple's isn't better, because it's like I'm impressed that it works, I guess, if that makes sense, that it can like function, but I don't feel like it's as good as it should be or could be, if that makes sense. Like, it's very clearly to me a first of its kind of product with the hand tracking for the MetaQuest 3.
Yeah.
I'd be shocked if Apple Vision isn't better, especially considering the fact that they don't have controllers, so they have to rely on that hand tracking and eye tracking. He also tries to make claims that the pass-through looks almost as good or just as good, and here's where he gets kind of into lying territory, for me at least. Again, I haven't tried the Vision Pro headset, so I don't know how good their pass-through looks like if you're wearing it. But, if you're recording from the Quest 3, I sent you guys a video of my recording on the Quest 3 that one time.
Yeah,
it looks pretty decent. It looks decent from a recording because you're not, if you bring your eyes to your screen, it'll look kind of fuzzy, it'll look bad, and it's that same experience when you have the MetaQuest headset on, where the pass-through does not look that high of quality, and the sense of everything's kind of staticky, almost is how I would describe it. Slightly fuzzy, I guess. And it's very clearly not reality. Whereas from what it's very clearly a reality through a lens. Whereas what I've heard from people that have used the Vision Pro is that it's damn near close to how it just looking through actual reality is. Yeah, I got a kick out of it though. It kind of gave me the same energy of Bethesda responding to bad game reviews of Starfield, saying like, no, it's actually very fun. You're just playing it wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not shitting on the MetaQuest headset. I like it a lot. And honestly, I think for the vast majority of people that are interested in any kind of virtual, mixed, or augmented reality, I do think that the MetaQuest headsets are probably all you need. It's 7 times less expensive. Mine was $500. The Apple Vision Pro currently retails at $3,500. So I think that's a pretty easy sell right there. Unless you're a hardcore Apple fan, I don't think you need to be a first mover on this product. It's not going to exceptionally change the way you do anything, I don't think. But it's a very cool piece of tech.
Oh, yeah.
And it does do some things better than the MetaQuest 3, without a doubt. The Verge had a really good quote in their article that I want to share. But what Zuckerberg doesn't say in his video is that Apple has obvious hardware and developer ecosystem advantages, the latter of which takes time to rev up with its new product category like this. Meta may be breathing a sigh of relief right now, but this is a game of endurance, and the headset wars are just beginning. 2 points to that. One, we already talked about how Apple really does have just kind of the fortitude, I think, to force any product and make it work. And two, we're moving out of the console wars, boys. We are officially into headset war kind of territory.
Is there a Google one?
There was the Google Glass. I don't know.
I don't think they're making
that failed though,
one right
from what
now.
I understand. Okay. But I'm sure if the Vision Pro takes off well, I'm sure we'll start seeing more of these come out from whether it's Google, Microsoft, what have you. I'm confident we'll start seeing more integrations around all that.
Totally.
So we'll keep a lookout for that. Hey, I love the competition. I still think VR has a lot of potential, and I'm glad it's getting more attention again. So looking forward to it. All right, boys. Any final comments, questions, concerns?
Nope. I'm just excited for the Haikyuu movie to come out in a few days.
Is that coming out to English audiences in a couple days?
It's releasing in Japan. I'm not sure when we'll be able to watch it online. But it does release in Japan in 3 days.
I'm trying to see that in
theaters. It's not going to be months.
Theaters. Why? Just sub it over and give it to me.
I'm still scared with the movies because there's only going to be 2 more movies, and there's still a shit ton of manga left. And
because this only covers the Nekoma, right?
I think it only covers the Nekoma match.
Okay, interesting.
Which, at the pace right now, it seems like the movies are just going to end after this arc, and they're not going to cover any of the last arc whatsoever, and that makes me sad.
You said they have 2 more movies after this?
No, there are 2 movies total.
Oh, so this
one and
more.
Next one.
Oh, wow, interesting. That'd be a shame if they don't. Well, yeah, that'd be a shame.
It'd be a big shame.
All right, everyone. Well, as always, find us online at TFT Podcast. That is at TFT Podcast with an S at the end. Thanks for playing .live. Check out our YouTube. Look out for the self coming to you on February 14th on Vimeo. That's all we got. All right, everyone. This has been. Thanks for playing. Catch you next time. Scooby-Doo-Bop!